Today, we're joined by the incredible Neesie Napier, the creative force behind NeesieDoes It. She's a certified interior decorator, DIY expert, and home styling visionary who's built a loyal community through her inspiring and down-to-earth content. Nissi shows that great design and great content come from creativity, confidence, and staying true to who you are. In this episode, we dive into her journey as a creator, how she brings her ideas to life, and what it really takes to build a brand with heart.
Hi, and welcome back to the RJ Chapman Show. I say it every time, but this time, just like every time, I've got a special guest today, Neesie Napier. Did I say that right?
Napier.
Yeah. I knew I was
close.
It's a hard French word.
It is.
Well, thanks for coming up today.
You're welcome.
I want to talk about content creation.
Okay.
And I'm, as you can see, we have a studio here. What do you think of it?
I think it's great. I walked in here, I'm like, oh, this is serious business. I'm kind of nervous.
No. But I think you had a good point earlier. You go, we need to name it.
Yes.
I don't know what, do studios have names?
Some people do. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Your war room, maybe. I don't know.
The war room. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
The war room.
Yeah.
That's good. Because it's a lot of military stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know you like the room. You're asking questions about it. We built it out here about 3 years ago now. Okay. And I called you in today because I'm just scratching the surface on all this social media stuff and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And I've seen some of your work. I've seen some of the things you've done for these studios. It's beautiful. Yeah. What's your whole take on this stuff that we're doing?
I think it's the future. Definitely, as far as social media content creation, I don't think that you're able to be a successful business owner without it at this point. So it's something that is very needed and necessary. And I think if you are not afraid to get in front of that camera, or afraid to get in front of the camera, it's something that you got to do. It's no way around it. Yeah. Whether you are making music, cutting palm trees.
Palm Squad.
Yeah, shout out to the Palm Squad. Or whatever it is that you do, I don't think that there is a way around social media at this point in our life. So
I think that is really a great thing because, when I retired from the school system, you have a couple of choices when you're that age. You can do nothing and nothing happens, or you can jump headstrong into something like this. And that's what I did with this thing. And it looks like you're kind of along the same lines because I think you're absolutely right. It is part of the future. You want to have a successful business. Do you do it alone?
I do. I am a one-woman show.
Gosh.
I have been creating content now for 11 years. And it has been quite the journey. But like I mentioned to you before, I love the way that you're doing it. I feel like you're starting off strong and you're starting off correctly. So I'm somebody, if you want to know probably how not to, I'm your girl.
Well, that's encouraging to me because we have been at it for quite some time.
Okay.
And, I'm not really doing it for nothing. I'm trying to get a sign for my church.
Okay.
And that's where all the proceeds are going to go if we ever make $1. And we're getting kind of close to making $1 because it's what you said. You got to, if you're going to, the guy told me, he goes, if you're going to do this, RJ, you're going to do it right.
Exactly.
And I said, okay. And he goes, and you know what he told me, Nissi? He goes, it's a 10-year commitment.
And that is absolutely true.
Okay.
That is absolutely true. I will tell you, I feel like I'm just starting to see some of the fruits of my labor 10 and a half years in.
Wow.
So that is absolutely true. We've had some sparks of momentum here and there, but things have just really started happening for me probably within the last year and a half or so.
Are you liking the journey? Are you excited?
I am. It is still a journey where much faith is required. And a lot of perseverance is required because some days, I told you, I'm a one-woman show. So most days you're doing this thing by yourself and you have to have enough faith to believe that you can do it and that it's possible. So as long as you have that, then...
Well, you're way ahead of me on that because I can't do none of this by myself. I got the greatest producer, Jonathan Lindsay, and he doubles as a sound guy and he triples as a photo guy. And I just have to get out here with interesting people and talk to them and be myself. I think you were talking earlier about being yourself on camera.
Yes. That is the only way to be, especially if you want to build an audience. I mean, you really want people to buy into who you are. So once you get on camera, like just be yourself. Yeah,
I think that's really good because, if they watch one of my earlier shows and then they watch a show yesterday, I'm still the same guy.
Same guy.
And I think not trying to be something you're not.
Right.
Reading off a teleprompter or injecting crazy words that you don't normally even say. And people know when you're goofing around with it. But I have a good time with this thing out here. We film once a month. And then we do about 5 or 6 shows. And then he goes back and does all the work.
And that's what I mean, you guys, by RJ is doing it the right way out of the box. I did it the hard way. So you have already learned something so important by batch creating.
Okay.
So
is that what they call it?
It's called batch creating. Okay. So one day a month or whatever, you shoot all your content and then you send it out, schedule it to go out throughout the month. So that way you're not filming every day. You have absolutely done the right thing by hiring Jonathan. Hiring Jonathan. You have someone so in my case, I am the talent. I'm the producer. I'm the videographer. And a lot of the times if I'm recording myself doing something, I don't even know if I'm in the shot. Then I go back and I might have to try to redo it again. So having that help right out the gate. You're winning.
I had to do it because I can't spell camera or sound. And he has been a blessing. And I really like how you said, you call it batch creations.
Right.
And then you say release on a regular basis. So we feed YouTube every Thursday at 3. That's our little slot.
Right.
And it comes to me first. And I don't even think it comes to me anymore, but it just goes up because I trust him so much.
Right.
But I can't believe you do all that stuff yourself. But you learn along the way? Obviously, you've learned a lot of things.
Yes, learned a lot of things. One of the things I will say that slowed my growth as far as why I think it took so long was because I was not doing that and I was not being consistent. So the way that you're doing it and batch creating ahead of time and setting up a schedule and being able to, that allows you the consistency instead of flying by the seat of your pants and just picking up the camera every day trying to figure out what am I going to talk about today? What are we going to record today? So you're ahead of the game, way ahead of the game.
Well, that's good. And I was going to say that, this, the way we do it, we do the 5 things, put them in the can or batch creation. He's the one that does all the work.
Yeah.
So I think this part here is just easy for you, easy for me.
Right.
The other stuff that you do takes lots and lots of time.
It does. And
to have it come out right, it's just nothing I could ever do.
And let's not even talk about the editing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we can sit here and record a video in 30 minutes or so. Oh, I might edit for a day.
I know. Because, Jonathan, he lives on a little sailboat. I don't know if you know that. Oh, it's a pretty big sailboat, really.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he works in this the navigation thing, he calls it. And it's got like 3 little screens, and he's in there, and he's editing everything from that little spot.
Yeah.
And it just comes out so good. Have you thought about hiring somebody to help you, or are you at that point?
I have thought about it. Not at that point quite yet, but I do recognize the need for, hey, we're really going to turn this up and take it to the next level. It's about time.
Well, I'll tell you about this thing too, and doing it one day a week and one day a month. And I was going to ask you this. When you do your videos and stuff, are you tired the next day?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
Yeah, and we haven't mentioned yet, but for those that may be wondering, my channel, I do home decor lifestyle. So I am an interior decorator by trade. So a lot of my content that I'm doing room makeovers. So
you're working too.
Right. So I'm actually working. I'm painting, I'm building, and then trying to set up different shots at the same time. Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know what it is with me. It's not really physical for me, but when I'm out here for 3 or 4 hours with different people and doing coin shows and all that, the next day I practically spend it in bed.
Yeah.
I'm so mentally whipped.
Yeah, it can still take a lot out of you. Yeah.
How about some lessons learned? Anybody out there getting started?
Oh.
Well, you said the batch was good. And the
batch creating, yes. I would say go in with a strategy. Don't just fly by the seat of your pants like I did. So one of the main things, first you want to know what it is that you're going to be talking about. Right. What value can you bring to an audience? Once you figure that out, you want a content strategy. So just how RJ is doing it is the way that you want to do it.
Okay.
Come up with your videos, batch create 1 day or maybe 2 days a week. When you're just starting, most of the time you're going to be starting by yourself. So if you film 1 or 2 days, then you have another 1 or 2 days where you can edit, and then you just schedule those things to be released.
Yeah.
That will save you so much time. So just those things right there will get you out the box and get you out the box good.
That is so good because, he's got it set up from the computer. So it does it Thursday at 3, that what you were talking about.
Yeah. And nowadays, every platform has that feature. So
nice.
Every platform, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, even Instagram, they have a scheduling feature. So where you can create your content and schedule it to go live whenever you like.
Well, we'll make sure we put all your information in on this thing for your show. Got a quid pro quo. And I was thinking that
little this for little that.
That's right. Everybody helping everybody out a little bit. I do have it, and this is another thing that somebody taught me along the way. And I know you're going to say, RJ, that's exactly what you want to be doing. First of all, have you ever heard of a guy named Ed Milet?
I have not.
He's a big speaker.
Okay.
He's a big speaker. Like he interviews McConaughey, and that kind of deal. Does stuff with Tim Tebow.
Okay.
I flew back from someplace, and I actually sat next to this guy, and he gets on the phone. He goes, "Tell McConaughey that keep his pants on. I'll be there in the morning." Oh. And I'm like, "Who are you?" I go, "Hey, I did a TED Talk." You know what he did? He goes, "I've done a couple TED Talks." And I didn't. I'm like, okay. And so I started talking to him, and I said, I'm starting a YouTube show. It's before we even built this room.
Right.
And I'm thinking about this Instagram and TikTok. He goes, they're all supposed to be integrated. If you go to TikTok, it should take you to your Instagram, which should take you to your YouTube channel. So no matter what you're doing, where you're doing it, connect them.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Now, I'm not sure about TikTok so far, but Facebook and Instagram are already connected. So they're through Meta. TikTok and YouTube are still separate. However, if you have the same username across all platforms,
there's another tip.
Yeah, then you're gonna show up, and you definitely want to be the same username across all platforms, so your audience can find you on whatever platform you're on.
That's perfect. Mine is the RJ Chapman Show. Just one big long line like that.
Yeah.
And then I think when you go to YouTube, or no, one of them you go to TikTok or something, but there's a little YouTube square, the little triangle.
Oh yes, in your bio.
And if they hit that.
Yes, you can definitely link in your bio all of your other platforms.
Okay.
Definitely. But Facebook and Instagram are already interconnected. So if you post on Instagram, it will automatically post on Facebook. So you don't even have to do all that separate.
See, I hope everybody's listening to this because this is stuff that, I've learned quickly. And Nissi, she had to go through the hard road there and she's got it all figured out. But there's so many people that want to do this. I'm talking to people all the time. They go, yeah, I want to do a YouTube channel. Yeah, I want to do my blah, blah, blah. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. It can be quite a lot. However, it can be very rewarding and very fun. It's been exciting for me. I told you maybe about a year and a half ago, I've been starting to see some of the fruits of my labor. So because I've been on YouTube for so long, I have been invited to the YouTube home offices. I've been to LA a few times, been to New York, all different types of events.
Dang, how was it?
Oh, fun. I mean, they feed you like crazy.
Yeah,
and
baby.
it's just a lot of learning. So you kind of get the inside scoop on what's happening on the platform, which is really fun. I was recently invited to the TikTok corporate office in Miami later on this month. So,
oh man, we're gonna have to become good friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm just scratching this whole thing. I mean, like you said, we started off real well, so I like that. But now talk to somebody that's on the inside.
Yeah,
you're pulling back the curtain right now.
Exactly. And then, and I'm just starting to see that. Like I said, 10 years in, but it is fun. It is rewarding. I'm proud of what I built and my little community that I have. Sometimes I'm out at IKEA and somebody's like, Nissi, where were we at? We were at the football game. We're at a football game. And
well, you've got to look. It's a nice look.
Thank you.
It's hard to forget the look.
Thank you.
It's real pretty. I think the other thing that I like about you is she said, have some fun with this thing.
Yes.
I have so much fun with this thing.
Yeah.
So that's good for me and my guests. I hope they have a good time when they come out.
Yeah. You got to have a good time. I mean, because this is not something that is going to pay you right off the bat. Please know that.
Yes.
He is not. So you have to really do it for the love of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the other thing I was going to say about that too is have fun with it. And then, I've done this and we're kind of doing it now. I did a thing with Lisa Askew the other day and she's just wonderful. And we were winging it. You can wing it when you're in your own studio because you can get comfortable.
Right.
But she took me some places I didn't know I was going to go.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, that's a reward. That's a real reward from doing this kind of stuff because we went kind of some deep areas.
Right.
And you never know who's watching, who got some help.
Absolutely.
And that's what your things are probably doing.
Absolutely. Just like you said, so many people, they want to do this. A part of content creation also requires vulnerability.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're trying to build an audience because people want to trust you and you have to open yourself up. So there may be some difficult parts of your life that you may not want to share, but when you realize that it's not just about you, it's about serving your audience as well.
God, when you said vulnerability, I thought back on that one we did the other day because it was about, I even told everybody, I said, I went through 5 years of therapy. It didn't bother me to say that.
Right.
And I was kind of surprised that I went there because, this is going to be around long after we're gone.
Oh, absolutely.
Once you're on these platforms, you're never going to go away.
Absolutely. Oh, you thought your channel was deleted?
It's probably all over the planet.
Right.
But that's pretty neat to look back on and think, hey, you left a little legacy.
Yeah. And hey, I helped somebody. Somebody came up and said like, hey, I saw that episode and that just really, I thought about this a different way. Right. So yeah.
Well, your dad's real proud of you.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
He gives me a really hard time.
He gives everybody a hard time. Dad is Will Hayes. He's on some of my previous interviews. Yeah. But he was showing me the pictures of the before and the after of some of the things you did in that guy's garage.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Thank you. Yeah, I told you I have a background in interior decorating. So I actually started with just my house. Oh. Once me and my husband purchased our house, we started decorating. I started decorating the house and then I just happened to post it on Facebook. And a little backstory real quick. Yeah. So when I started my YouTube channel, I was doing hair and makeup. All the girls love hair and makeup. Yeah. We purchased our house. I start decorating. I post my living room. I did some shiplap on the wall. Right. I posted on Facebook. And people are going crazy. And then they're like, hey, could you do this at my house? I'm like, are y'all sure? Like, no, this is just something I did. And then it just blossomed from there. So, yeah.
I'm going back to, how this blossomed?
How?
It's crazy. So I did this TED Talk, right? And this guy sees me do the TED Talk and he gets a hold of me. He goes, RJ, you got to do a YouTube channel. I said, really? He goes, yeah. I said, okay, well, what do we need? He goes, well, you need a studio. He drew this. He drew this studio out. Yeah. He picked these colors and all this kind of stuff. And I said, okay.
I'm going to roll with it.
I took the napkin, we wrote it on a napkin. Yeah. And boom. It's funny how it starts.
And look, and we're sitting in it.
We're sitting in it.
Sitting in your ideas. It's an amazing thing.
Well, I really enjoyed having you on today.
Thank you so much.
I hope somebody got something out of this. I know I did. And you probably saved me about 5 or 6 years of making mistakes and goofing up. But I have been really helped by a lot of people. And I really
shout out to Jonathan.
You ain't lying.
This is amazing.
You ain't lying. He's a wonderful guy. Yeah. J-Cut, what's it called? J-Cut Enterprises? J-Cut Multimedia.
Hey, good job, J-Cut. Good job. Yeah.
Nissi, thanks for coming up today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. All right.
Yeah.